friends, Teacher Alice here. We're doing mountain school for my garden today. We are going to read a book about a turnip. Now I have some turnips here that I got at the grocery store. So I'd like you to take a look at this turnip. Can you tell me what colors you see on this turnip? If you said purple, that's right. I see some purple magenta on the top. And I see around the sides, there's some white and some brown. And at the very top of the turnip, I see some green, maybe some green and yellow, because this is where the leaves come out of the turnip. So we're going to go to the book, but remember to keep this in your head, what the turnip looks like while we're reading, okay? The Turnip by Jan Brett. I'm going to tell this story in two parts. As we go along, I will first tell you about what's happening in the main picture, and then we will do a little mini story at the same time about the bear family. Badger Girl was weeding the vegetable patch when she saw something strange growing in the garden. Oh, there's the babies, Mama and baby bears. It was the biggest turnip she had ever seen. "Ah, turnip soup, turnip pie," Badger Girl said. "How delicious!" And there's Mama Bear. Looks like she's dragging her babies like they're pretty tired and maybe they need a nap. One autumn morning, the air turned chilly. It was time to pick the vegetables and pull up the giant turnip. But when Badger Girl got to the giant turnip, she could not pull it up. And over here, Mama Bear is washing her babies. Looks like they're taking a bath. Do you take a bath before you go to bed? Oh, and here comes Brother Badger. "Let me help," Badger Boy offered. "Hang on to me and my strong arms will pull it right out." They tugged and tugged, but the turnip stayed in place. Look, here's Mama Bear. She's combing her baby's hair, brushing out all their fur. And over here comes Mother Badger. "Children," Mother Badger called, "I can wrench that turnip out with a twist and a snap. Watch and learn." But the turnip remained firmly rooted. Now over here, Mother Bear is having her babies. What are those babies doing? Just like you, they're brushing their teeth. And over here comes Father Badger. Father Badger ambled over. "You'll see how easy it is when I take over," he chortled. Nothing happened. Meanwhile, Mama Bear is reading a book to her babies. Who else reads books before bedtime? And here comes Mr. Porcupine. A snowflake fell from the sky. Then another and another. Once the earth froze, they wouldn't get the turnip out until spring. And what's Mama Bear doing over here? I don't really know. It's something to do with bedtime also. And here's the rooster. He's walked right over. Oh, I'm sorry. I said it was Porcupine. It's actually Hedgie the hedgehog. Hedgie was fond of roast turnip. I know what to do, he said. I'll stick my prickles into the turnip. We'll all hold hands and give it the heave-ho. But the turnip didn't heave or ho. It stayed right where it was. Now over here, Mama Bear is putting on pajamas on her baby bear. And here comes Mr. Ram. Mr. Ram, on his way back to town, smiled smugly. You country bumpkins don't have the right equipment. I'll hook it with my horns. Pull, pull, pull. The turnip didn't budge. But meanwhile, Mama Bear is putting jammies on her other baby cub, and along comes the horse. And can we all just notice that it's getting snowier and snowier? Look, all the trees in the background are covered in snow. Pretty soon it's going to be winter. Vanya the horse stopped by. I am mighty strong, he whinnied. Hitch my harness to that tasty turnip, and we'll be eating it mashed and salted before it gets dark. The harness jangled, but when all was settled, the giant turnip was still in the ground. Oh, and look, Mama Bear has her babies all ready for bed. And here's that rooster, strutting along. A cocky little rooster had been watching all along. He had just had a close call with a cooking pot and was looking for a new place to live. Rooster strutted over. Make room, he crowed. He took the turnip top in his beak and he pulled. Meanwhile, look where Mama Bear is headed down to. I had called it a cave, but actually I remembered now it's called a den. They went into their den. Down in their winter den, the bears found the giant turnip in their bed. And what are they going to do? What are Mama's feet going to do? Up, up, and away, they shouted. The turnip flew out of the ground with Rooster riding high. There it goes. And can you tell me why it went flying out? It wasn't because of the rooster, was it? It was Mama Bear and the babies. They shoved it right up and out of the snow. Time for turnip pancakes, browned in butter for all, Mother Badger sang out, waving her frying pan. Oh, look, she's got the flour ready, and the eggs, and maybe some honey. Oh, and look, they're going to cut the turnip with a giant saw. It's so big. Badger Girl put out her best yellow chair for Rooster. Soon the sizzling, crispy turnip pancakes were ready. Look at all these pancakes they're going to eat. That turnip, and it's not even, that's only a part of the turnip. Look, there's more of it left. It was so big. And over here, Mama Bear is shushing her babies because it's time for them to go to sleep, where they hibernate for the winter. Rooster, you are invited to stay with us as long as you wish, Father Badger announced. After all, when would we ever meet such a useful fellow again? hello. What did you think of that book? I love how the bears use their strong legs to push that turnip right out of the ground. And you know, I also like that there's a rooster in that story, just like the rooster we have at mountain school. Now that was a story about a turnip. And a turnip is what's called a root vegetable because it lived in the ground. Remember, we saw the bottom of the turnip was in the bear's cave there. In my garden, I don't have turnips, but I do have some beets. So come on over, I want to show you my beets. Now these are beets. These are root vegetables, just like a turnip. And you can see the stalk of the beet is right here. It's very red. And just like in the story, I am going to pull this beet out of the ground. So here it goes. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Look how big and round that root is on this vegetable. And look at all the roots hanging off the bottom. That's where the dirt is stuck. And here's the main tap root. Turnips have roots like this too. But maybe we can wash it off and take a closer look. All right, I'll scrub the dirt off. Great. I'll meet you back over at my chair. So we've washed our beet. Let's look at our beet compared to our turnip. Can you tell me some things that are different about a beet and a turnip? I think you might have said the color. Look how red and pink and magenta this beet is. And look how white this turnip is. Let's go down to the cutting board and we'll cut them open so we can see what the insides look like. First, I'm going to cut open my turnip so we can see what the inside looks like. Oh, look, it's very bright white. I'll set those right here. And let's try cutting open our beet. First, I'm going to cut the beet greens off the top of the beet. Now that's interesting. This beet had 2 roots coming out of it. Can you see the 2 that are wrapped one around the other? Very interesting. And what else can you see in the center of this beet? Do you see some stripes, some different colors? Let's cut it one more time. See what those look like from the side. This beet is called a candy stripe beet because it's white and pink and white and pink. We learned a lot about root vegetables today. Thanks for joining me for such a great book. If you stay tuned after the farewell song, I might be making these turnips into pancakes just like in the book, but in my kitchen later tonight. But for now, it's time for us to say goodbye. So long, farewell, goodbye, my friends. So long, farewell, goodbye. I'll see you soon again, my friends. So farewell, so long, goodbye.